Well, hello everybody. Got a fun video lined up for you today. We've kind of been doing a little bit of a World War II era video series. We did the M1 carbine and the M1 Grand, and today we got, of course, the 1911. This guy is a Remington Rand. It's not a Colt. A little bit of research tells us that Remington Rand actually manufactured more 1911s for the World War II effort than Colt did. I don't think by very much, but I actually didn't know that until just recently. So this is the original deal. It's all original parts. It's got the bake light. I think it's what they call it, the grips. I think that was what today's polymer would be equivalent to that. Come to find out that on the World War I issue guns, a lot of those had some really nice rosewood and other types of grips, but at that time they were just scrambling to manufacture things as quick as they possibly could. So really interested in this one. Scott been doing a lot of help with us on the videos. This gun actually belongs to Scott, so we want to thank him for all his help on that. But we're not going to shoot it to death today. We're gonna probably just shoot a couple groups on paper and maybe shoot a little bit of steel with it. But this old girl deserves to be in retirement. We were talking about these guns just to keep our history alive. For me to go shoot it to death today, it's not going to happen. What'll be interesting, my hands look pretty good today, as good as they can look. We'll see if after a couple clips or a couple magazines of this, we'll have any hammer bite. Probably will. When a guy's blessed with good, thick, fleshy hands like mine, these old 1911s will give you a little bit of bite. But before we get into it too much, I'm going to ask you guys to please subscribe if you haven't. I'm having a ton of fun with the channel lately. Seeing some growth, just some great comments. I appreciate all the comments. So I've had some really great conversation. Had a great conversation with a gentleman recently from British Columbia on one of my hunting videos. And so, that's fun. That's what makes this whole deal fun. So I appreciate that. So yeah, let's keep the comments coming. So show you the ammo we're going to shoot today. Just some home cast, powder coated, 230 grain rouse nose flat point. These guys are going around 800 feet. When I developed this load, that's what I wanted. It was just something fun. Still, I carry a 45 on the mountain quite a bit. That still carries enough authority to take care of business on the mountain if you needed it to. But, on a gun like this, no way would you put plus P, jacket hull points, none of that kind of business in it. We're just going to shoot some soft lead with it and not much at all. But so Scott found a leather guy that makes the original copy of the, stumbling over my words here, but this is the original holster, but it's a newly manufactured. So kind of neat as far as just an accessory to go with it. So anyway, let's get some shooting done. Well, I got 3 rounds loaded up in the magazine. We're going to shoot on paper. To shoot on paper with this gun, some people say, well, maybe that doesn't make sense. Honestly, for me, it's just a curiosity thing. This gun's made in the 40s. What kind of accuracy do we get out of a 1911 that's made in the 40s? I'm curious to see. So this load that I got, it's been my tried and true load for just about every 45 ACP I have. So we're just going to see what it'll do. Have some fun with it. All right, let's walk up and have a look. All right, so there's 1, 2, and I think the third one might be one of these guys right here. So I think that old girl can do better than that. We better give that another try. All right, let's go have a look at that one. Hopefully it's a little better than the first try. All right, well, not a whole lot better. Here's 1, 2, and I think that one might be the third one. Shooting a little bit high. That tells me the velocity may be just a little bit low. And it is a super mild load, but anyway, that's where it's shooting. That's good enough for what we're gonna do today. Well, I kind of thought that I could shoot that gun a little bit more accurate than that, but you know what? Today I don't even care. I was curious kind of so where it's at. It's shooting a little bit high. Function's really good. The trigger actually on this one is very, very good, but there's a unique feature that I noticed on this I was going to show you guys. I'd never seen before. Hopefully you can see it, but the face of the trigger is like checkered. I've never seen that before, and it's very, very narrow. And I don't know if that is, you know, just if this is the era of the gun. Most of the 1911s have a little wider trigger, and they are not checkered like that. So anyway, I thought that was an interesting thing on it. But you know, we're just gonna dump a couple mags down range at some steel. I'm kind of curious how the old hammer bite's coming. I got a little bit of a red spot right there. No, not bleeding yet, so we'll see what a couple mag fulls will do for us. So we'll swing the camera around, see what we're doing down at the steel targets. Pretty easy to hit that steel target. I did miss one time. I pulled off to the left, but I got one more mag. We better see if we can do any better. Well, it's pretty hard not to love a 1911. You know, we've been doing these videos about the World War II series of guns. I want to tell Scott how much I appreciate the effort he's done, letting us use his guns. We've had a ton of fun with it, but you know, it's just, I guess for us, you know, Scott and I, patriots, you know, we talked about doing this video series, and then almost ironically with what's going on in Israel right now, you know, we just have a great country, and you know, we're concerned about what the world's, I mean, we're not in a great place right now, and I don't know, we hope that we can bring some more patriotism to our country, and that we can be grateful for the blessings that we have in our country, of freedoms. You know, we live in a great place for sure. So we're gonna wrap up the video. I want to tell everybody thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and thanks again to Scott for letting us use some of his guns and doing these fun videos. Thanks for watching.